GM, everyone. Welcome to today's Audio Live show. And we are having our guest speaker over here, the co founder and artist from Seven of Creation. And name is Dancy over here. Welcome. We are very glad to have you over here, and we're also very happy to see our community members from around the world joining us across different social media platforms. It's Moonlight, your host of today's program. Our program today are live streaming across different social media platforms, including but not limited to. We're over here at our Twitter space or X space, and we are also on X Live. And we are on Binance Live as well as YouTube Live. And we do hope that through these different platforms that we could bring the information to friends from all over the world and across different social media platforms. Now I would like to invite our speaker, Dancy from Seven of Creation, co-founder and artist, to introduce yourself and your project to us. Thank you.
Hi, Moonlight. Hi, everyone. My name is Danzy, or you guys can also call me Danielle. I'm the co founder and artist of Seven of Creation. This is a female led project by my mom and I. We created a collection of 10,000 NFTs. For now, we've launched a smart contract for the initial 5,000. And due to scheduling reasons and just wanting our project to succeed, we decided on launching, instead of our initial 5,000 that we were planning, we are launching our 777 NFTs, OG NFTs for 0.05 ETH, 0.05 ETH on December 21st, just for our members. We don't have a wait list, so it can be up for grabs for anyone. It's going to be on our website, and with that will come special discounts for the official launches, and that'll apply from the first launch to the second launch. Yeah, and what else? Yeah, for our message, we just want to create to increase more diversity in the space, and also increase more diversity, more female representation the in the NFT space, as in an NFT project founder. And I apologize if some of you guys are staying up late for this AMA, since this is probably mostly in the Asian market. So sorry about that, but yeah, thank you so much for joining in this space today, and thanks Moonlight, thanks Hippo also.
Thank you so much, Dancy or Danielle, for joining us today. And I know it's really, really early at your time zone, right? Mountain time, which is about 8:33 a.m. over here. I'm in East Coast, so I'm like 10:30 a.m. Yeah, not as early as you. And we appreciate you spending your time with us and in this early morning. And I would like to translate some key
Mhm.
points into Mandarinese for our members over here. 所以我们今天呢邀请到了这个项目，它是项目的共同创办人加上艺术家，然后这个项目叫做 Seven of Creation。那他们本来是想说他们要推出多一点的一个 collection 一个系列出来，但是考量到种种因素嘛，他们就决定说，接下来只有推出就是总量是777枚，然后是一个membership NFT，也就是说它是一个会员的权益的 NFT。那价格是会在0.05以太，那会在很快哦，12月21日的时候就要进行铸造啦，那也就是差不多再过个快要1个星期左右就要铸造了。然后等一下呢，我们会来理解一下这个项目的更多的一些细节。那这个 NFT 呢是没有白名单的，所以大家只要到 Seven Creation 的官网上面去，就是在12月21到官网那一天，官网上面就可以有机会来抢到这个权益型的 NFT。那也欢迎大家可以多多把它关注起来。那大家可以也是点击到了官推，就能看到他们有一个 link tree，link tree 这边有包含了他们项目的 TikTok，还有 Discord，还有 Instagram、Facebook。 以及他们的官方网站就叫 sevenofcreation.com。然后大家可以看到这个艺术真的是很棒哦。I actually do love the art over here because yeah, while we are planning for the CMA session, I also do some researches about your project, and I love the designs because, well, this is uh quite Asian like, right?
Hmm.
Especially when I visit the website, I could see there's an Asian lady holding swords and also the dragons over there and tattoos,
Yeah.
right? It's so, yeah, Asian style. And this is seven girls on their
Hmm.
journey of redemption. And could you please tell us, yeah, well, um, how did you come up with your project ideas? Thank
Well,
you.
I am Asian, and I'm just wondering, were you speaking Mandarin? Yes.
Yes, I was like to the information to my Chinese.
Yeah, because my grandma, she unfortunately I can't speak my mother tongue, but my grandma, she also speaks she speaks Mandarin and Hokkien, so I was like, yeah, this isn't sounding like Hokkien, so it sounds more like Mandarin, and I'm like, it's I find Asian languages so beautiful, and I wish I could speak it too, because I actually envy people who could speak multiple languages. So I think that was just amazing. And yeah, so I'll get back to the seven girls now. We created these seven characters. So where our story originated from, I was sort of questioning my religion during the pandemic, and I was questioning God, and then it put me through this journey of just researching other religions and other mythos, and I was still on the Bible, but I read a book that's sort of forbidden from Christians, which is the book of Enoch. And then in that book, it was referencing seven seven stars in the sky, as in seven angels locked up in the sky. And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. I wonder why, other than the fight between you know God and Lucifer in the beginning of creation. Then I wonder if God did really do something wrong. So I went with that, and I started my journey of searching about seven stars. And I was like, oh, the Pleiades, it's one of the oldest stories in time. And then I started noticing there are similarities all over the world of the Pleiades, these seven stars, and it's always referenced as seven girls, seven women. Obviously, in other cultures, it's not the same, but it's always seven girls and seven women. And I'm like, what if I create a story about seven girls all over the world trying to save the world, and also they're getting help from their own gods, and that there's the creation and destruction, and we don't know who's controlling this universe. So it came from that, and I'm like, well, there's a lack of representation in women founders in the space. I know there's a lot of women in the space, but we just want to inspire more people and more women to like get into it. And this is a chance for you to explore your creativity and share it with other people, because in this space it's such a tight knit community that everyone can you know help boost you up, since you're a part of the community, you're pushing it, and it's such a good opportunity for us to help other women. So we're all actually developing classes on how to just develop the art, and how to create the variations, and how to make the smart contracts. We're doing that, so hopefully by the time we launch, they'll all be done. And we're also creating art classes, since you mentioned our art. Yeah, it's very Asian inspired, since I am Asian too, and I just love Asian art. And for our NFTs, though, they're more 3D. It's a 3D 2D hybrid, but overall it's everything is Asian inspired. And I actually had to learn how to 3D model this for an entire year, just to learn how to make those. So it was an interesting journey, and I just wanted to share my art with everyone else.
That is just amazing. Dancy or Danielle for sharing your journey and the story, the creation behind your artwork with us. And I do also speak some Southern dialect because my grandma happened also to be from the South. So you mentioned Hokkien, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you still could speak some dialect, but we could talk about it maybe later. Yes, when we have more time. That is just awesome to find something in common between us. Thank you so much, Nancy, for the intro, and I would like to translate the key points into Mandarin Chinese to our
Thank you.
audience. 那我们刚才 Thank you so much。刚才呢，Dancy 这位小姐姐她有介绍了。她其实也是亚裔，对，虽然她居住在美国这边，但她只是亚裔。然后大家如果可以到官网的话，我来把官网的网址打在我们今天的节目这边好了，因为我觉得大家都可以看一下，然后也可以点击这个官推上方，其实横幅也有几位女生的这个头像，因为 Seven of Creations 那这个翻译起来应该叫做创世七人，创世七人行。那这是其实跟这个跟宗教信仰是有很深很深的渊源。对，然后就是 Dancy 他之前还有曾经探讨过这个宗教的一些比较深的一些意义、一些含义在呢，他就很好奇，因此他做了一些研究。那发现说，在很多的故事背景里面都是有7个人，尤其是7位的少女，所以他就想要把这7个少女做成一系列的 NFT，然后来讲一讲7位少女的一个救赎之旅，看看他们这些人，然后被神所诅咒了，需要付出什么样的一个代价。所以也是欢迎大家，如果有兴趣的话，可以加入这个社群，因为他们在官方的推特上面其实也有介绍了他们的所有的社交媒体频道。那我来看一下，我想要把他们的官网截图，然后并且分享在我们今天的推特这条推文的留言区里面。对，我觉得这些艺术是很不一样的。对，有一个在海外生长的一位亚裔，然后来创造一个非常具有这种冒险精神，然后有东方风格的一个艺术作品。那也是刚才有讲到，现在就是基本上是没有白名单的。对，主要就是希望说，大家如果自己有兴趣的话，欢迎在12月21日的时候到官方网站上面去进行铸造。然后我来把我们的这个艺术家的作品，对我官网这边我把它贴在我的评论。刚才也很巧合的，也有聊到说，我们这一位共同创办人兼艺术家 Dancy，他其实是一位自我学习的一位艺术家，大家可以看一下他的作品。我来把它钉选在上面。Let's check out the official website。对，希望大家可以多多的看一下他们官推上面的各种讯息，然后也包含了团队的介绍。那刚才 Dancy 也有讲到说，这是他跟他的母亲一起来创办的一个项目，然后他们团队呢还有很多其他的一些成员们，稍后也都会一起来进行介绍。Okay, thank you so much, Dancy, for sharing the creation behind the scenes with us. And well, since we know that this is an NFT collections, right? And also this is membership NFT.
Mhm.
So what are the utilities of your project? Thank you.
Okay, so for our project, we are releasing a book and we're releasing a comics. This is a passion project. So the first initiative is to share my art, and the second initiative is to educate people. So we are providing classes on our whitelist and members, and also there's some people who can preview it for a month. We're setting that up right now. And also, if you're gonna join our Discord, stay tuned because starting next week, starting on Monday, we're setting up an engage to earn tool. So that means you can gain points from tweeting on Twitter about us, from commenting under our posts, to just checking out some information. And there will be quests and there will be games where you can where you can gain more points. So those points are redeemable for prizes. Those points can get you into raffles, and those points can also give you some discounts for our NFTs, which is awesome because who doesn't want to engage to earn on a Discord, and you're having fun too. So on our Discord, we're also planning to hire some educators once a week so that we could learn more about different cultures. So our our main thing is about diversity, and like, although the Web3 space is super diverse, but it's super fun to just learn about other people's cultures. But for now, we'll focus on the 7 girls. We have Akiko, who is Japanese. We have Ulfhild, who is Norwegian. We have Zaida, who's Egyptian. We have Tane, who's Kenyan. And we have uh, Keihi, who's Hawaiian. So those are the first 5 girls that we have released, but for the other 2, we'll do a big reveal for them soon. But so far, those 5 people, we're going to be learning about their cultures. We actually have an AMA on Saturday. So if you guys want to join that, just hop on the Discord and follow our Twitter so you guys can join up. We're going to be talking about Norse mythology and introducing our project more deeply. But yeah, we're also trying. I've been in talks with my developer. We're planning to just develop something that can help people. I can't give away too much because I can't, like, ruin the surprise. I want to build up the hype first, but we're planning to develop something that'll help a lot of artists and a lot of founders. So I hope to, we don't have a timeline on that, but soon is my timeline on releasing that information. And also we're planning to do some VR and AR to show the art and to have people to create a more interactive experience with our project. Yeah, but we have more plans. We're improving as we go. We're taking bits and pieces from projects that we like and to see how we can improve and create a better project for myself and my co-founder, and a better project for our investors and our followers.
That is great. Thank you so much, Dancy, for sharing the utilities of the Project 7 of creation. And well, I believe you also create the logo, right? This is the logo is very unique and easy to remember. Do you mind also covering on how uh, what are the ideas behind the logo? Thank you.
The logo, it was like, it looks like a butterfly, and then it was just an easier way to represent the 7 of creation. It was the first thing we actually did. It was just to create the logo, just get that branding in, and yeah, I mean, it's translatable, it's very modern and sleek, and it provides, triangles, unity. It's something that I'm really proud of, and that I'm happy I chose to go with this logo.
That is great. Thank you for explaining the reason behind creating the logo. I'm also going to translate those key points to our audience over here. 那我们刚才呢，有提到了说这个项目，对，既然刚才有提到这个是一个会员 NFT，虽然它是也是在讲7位少女的故事，但同时这本身 NFT 也是一个权益式的 NFT。那究竟是有哪一些的福利，哪一些权益在给持有者呢？刚才 Nancy 有提到，就是说他们之后会每个星期在他们的 Discord 里面会举办各种不同的一些教育的一些课程，那大家可以期待一下，究竟这是什么样的一些课程，大家可以一起来学习。那另外呢，也有提到了说，就是在这一段期间，在Seven Creation 的 Discord 里面呢会有很多的一些活动，比方说一些游戏啊，或是在星期六的时候，他们在社群内部还会有另一场的 AMA，让大家来更加了解 So Creation 的一个创世七人的项目，同时还可以有机会透过参与来得到积分，然后这些积分可以到时候在购买 NFT 的时候进行打折，因为所以大家可以有兴趣的话，真的可以加入他们 Discord。我其实呢，我也已经加入了他们 Discord，然后开始在看了，里面有很多关于项目的一些介绍，还有一些艺术的作品，大家都可以一起来了解一下。那这个项目呢，本身是有3D 的艺术家，对，然后一起来协助的，所以至少有2位3D 的艺术家，然后包含 Dancy 他自己也在这一个创作作品的过程当中学会了怎么样来3D 建模，真的是很不容易。然后他们家长对妈妈是非常非常支持这个项目，所以妈妈也来投资了孩子的这个项目。然后在官网上面可以看到有白皮书，全部都也已经放出来了。那目前呢，已经知道的是有，我来看一下，是有5位的小女生。对，在这个故事里面有5位的少女。那这5位的少女呢，有的她们其实都是来自不同的国家，还有不同的文化。对，所以刚才呢，对我们也有介绍，其实肤色啊什么也都不一样啊，有比方说有日本的，然后我这边也有看到应该是北欧的，对吧？所以说在各个国家都有一些代表性。然后接下来还有两位角色目前还没有泄露出来，到之后呢也会有机会分享给大家，让各位知道一下。对，所以大家都可以到官网上面去看哦，有很多很详细的讯息，包含了他们的愿景，然后包含了7个角色，包含了白皮书，还有包含团队的介绍。然后他们也有建立了各种不同的社交媒体频道，比方说在抖音上面，大家可以看到在绘制这个 MT 的一些过程啊，对，都是说有兴趣的话可以去欣赏一下，因为这是一个整个项目的创建的艺术的这个流程。然后还有，如果大家有使用 Instagram 的话，就在 Instagram、IG 上面也有不少的一些图片可以来看。那我个人最喜欢的是这张图是我们就是今天丁选在特约空间上方的这一位女士哦，那她是身上有刺青，对吧？然后背后有龙，有这个宝剑，双龙剑，对，就是非常非常有这种东方风格的气氛。那我刚才也额外加了一个问题，就是询问了 Dancy，他是不是也创造了这个项目的 logo？对的，这个 logo 呢看起来就像一个蝴蝶，对吧？然后蝴蝶展翅高飞，也有寓意了这些少女们在充满了未知的一个旅程，然后进行什么样的挑战。所以是一个很有趣的项目，然后也是充满了浓浓的这个世界的异域的风情啊！欢迎大家有兴趣的话都可以进到他们的 Discord 里面再进行更深度的了解。And Dancy, thank you for sharing the vision behind the project and also utilities of the Seven of Creation. Could you please also talk about any current updates that you would like to let our audience know about? Thank you.
Yeah, so for the current updates, I am releasing the artwork for our 777 NFTs on December 21st. The on Monday, all of the artwork will be up and the smart contract will be active, but the minting will not be live until the 21st. So get ready, everyone. And for updates, we're also, as I feel like I've kind of told too much while answering the other questions. So yeah, we're adding the engager. We're adding a, well, not the engager tool, but we're adding an engagement tool so that people can engage to earn on our platform. And we're also releasing the trailer of our VR soon. So it's gonna start off with a comic, and as you flip through the page, you will go into this VR world of one of our characters' past lives. So what I like about our story is that we can jump around from the future to someone's past lives. And I know that in some cultures, reincarnation is very real, and it is a part of many books too. I mean, I'm an avid reader of of anime manhwas and then isekais, so I was like, oh, that would be cool, but also at the same time it's connected to religions, and it expands our horizon on just what we could write. So so you guys are gonna be interacting with a VR world of one of our characters' past lives, and I think that's gonna be exciting too. And also, we're gonna be revamping our Discord, so please join, because we're always open to discuss different cultures. We're always open to talking about mythos, anything interesting, from mythos to anime to even food. But yeah, we're also creating we're also creating some software with my developer. Obviously, I can't talk too much about it, but it's going to be pretty exciting. So stay tuned on our Discord.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Yes, I also already joined Discord server and to interact with you, yeah, more often the Discord server as well. And I'm going to translate some key points into Mandarin Chinese for our audience. And also, I'm going to share the link of the Seven of Creations Discord link to our audience, so it's more convenient for them to just one click and then they could go there. Although, yeah, previously I mentioned that everyone could check out the link tree over there and then find the links, right?
Yeah.
However, it's of course more convenient, yeah, to add the Discord link over here. I'm going to add that to the comment section so everyone could see it. OK，好，那大家，我现在要先来把 Discord 的链接放在我们的置顶这个推特空间这边，让大家可以比较方便的就去看一下。因为刚才 Dancy 他是到了说，接下来会有一个更完善的系统，然后让大家可以一起来参与交流互动，然后接着 Discord 也会有在做出更多的更新，因为这个是就是 Dancy 他自己本人非常非常投入在进行创作的一个项目。诶，我现在看，对，我在 Discord server 里面就是环绕一下，我看主要都是外国的小伙伴在交流，对，所以欢迎一起来。那我们这个一个很有对，也包含亚洲元素的一个项目啊，也都来一些我们的华语圈的小伙伴，这样子会很精彩。而且接下来呢，Discord 会有一系列的活动，一直到铸造的时候，然后铸造之后呢，又会再有其他的一些教育的一些课程，可以让大家一起来听一听，来交流一下。尤其我觉得，如果是想要把外语学好的人，可以透过不同的一些媒介来学习。那刚才我们也有提到了说，接下来这个创世七人 Seven of Creation 这一个项目呢，也会结合了其他像是 AR、VR 的技术啊，可以让大家像是身临其境一样，一起跟着主人翁们来进行，然后来看一看这七位女主人公，对他们怎么样来面对神明的这个愤怒，然后他们身上又加诸到了什么样的一些责任，然后他们要怎么样来负起拯救世界的这个任务。对，所以我觉得这是一个非常有意思的作品。然后 Dancy 刚才也有提到宗教背景，还有他个人对艺术的长期的一些兴趣，就激发了他对一个创造一个充满宗教信仰还有文化跟神话。所以刚才有提到的，在他们 Discord 里面会聊到很多神话，所以各种的一些启发，也都让它融合在这个2D 还有3D 艺术方面来影响这个项目的一些艺术方向。所以这个系列会是2D 插图以及3D 设计的一个综合体，非常非常有趣。然后所有的持有者都会保留 这个创世七人艺术作品背后的这个知识产权的权利，然后未来呢也会就是希望可以再融合更多的 Web3 技术，然后把它让这个创新人的叙事可以深入，让大家一起进入一个很有趣的文化跟神学还有神话串联起来的一个很奇妙的一个世界里面，相当有意思的一个项目，也是我们感觉比较少在 Web3 接触到非常非常艺术，然后还有比较宗教跟精神层面上的一个项目。因为我们一般来讲，大部分可能会是在游戏圈子的项目是我们接触比较多的，所以很高兴今天能够有机会一起邀请到 Dancy 来看看一起来聊一聊。And thank you so much, Dancy, for sharing the information with us. And so previously you mentioned that so far the team already revealed 5 of the 7 characters, right? Could you please share more details about those 7 or maybe
Mhm.
just 5 characters that you could share with us? Thank you.
No problem. Akiko, she is Japanese. She comes from so in our story takes place, it starts off in 2077. So that's like, sort of the Ragnarok or the Armageddon at that time. Um Akiko, she comes from a sort of dynastic family. Her father owns the biggest tech company in one of the top tech companies all over the world, and she comes from a strict background. Her mom is like, what we would call a tiger mom. What we would call a tiger mom, and she's just very strict, but she's closer to her dad. She is a girl's girl, but at the same time she is very diligent. She is for her work, and if something needs to get done, she will get it done because that's just her upbringing, being hardworking, doing everything for the family, sacrificing for the family. Because I feel like a lot of people would relate to that. It doesn't even matter what your socioeconomic status is, but just that hard work and seeing that struggle with your parents too is something that we wanted to write in our story. um she she actually also has a past life that will be shown on here. She is a Miko in her past life, but this is during the times when when the temples are very poor, not at the peak of that era. And yeah, that's it's gonna be on our book. Well, it's all already on our book. The drafts are on there. So if you guys ever get on the white list or the creative list from interacting on our Discord, then you will get to read the book drafts. And I forgot to mention this. So from releasing our book drafts, we're also gonna include an interact since we're implementing an engaging tool, we're gonna have people interact more and actually choose what to change in our book along the way so that the community has a say in our story. But so far, she'll be a blind Miko in her past life. And her current life, she is living in luxury, but at the same time has the pressures from her parents to be the best that she can be. And sometimes that's hard. I mean, you can only do so much and you don't want to fail your parents. And I think in, just a generalization in Asian culture where shame is very big. Shame is very big in our culture. And yeah, she's trying to deal with that. Even in 2077, I don't think that's ever going to go away. Strict parents and just expecting so much from the children. So for our next character is Ulfhild. She is of Norwegian descent. And to be obvious, her past life, she is a Viking. The daughter of a Viking. She doesn't become a Viking though. Her father, she's a part of nobility also. But her father was betrayed and sent away along with her big brother, not knowing that they were murdered. She is left with her mother, who's a shield maiden, and her grandmother and her other brother. her whole family was basically killed, and she was raised in the woods with wolves. So she kind of caused the death of the rest of her family, so she has to deal with that, and like betraying her own family and handling her temper. So now she's in the woods fending for herself, but at the same time she's getting the help of nature, and this will play a big role in her powers in the future and how she'll deal with things. So we have our next character, Tane. Tane, she is our Kenyan character. She comes from a very nomadic family. Her parents are professors, and they go where the money goes, and they go where the better opportunities go. So she's very educated. She is the quote unquote, she's the bookworm of our characters. She loves books. She's well read, well cultured since she's gone all over the world. She is also obsessed with the stars. Everywhere she goes, she tracks the stars and sees the changes, and she sees where it is. So that'll play a big role because in the story, I think she might have one of the most important powers. And in her past life, she is a scholar in the Great Library of Alexandria. But these girls have they have multiple past lives where they've learned something, but we're just we're basically in the first book writing about the ones that have impacted them the most. And for our VR, she is our featured character because she will be transported back in time to see her past life, and you guys will get to see Alexandria getting burned down in the VR, and then her being panicky. I would be panicky too. Oh no, there's a building being burned down around me. I mean, I would get scared. So you guys will see that soon. Don't have a certain timeline, but check out our Twitter and our Discord for updates on when that's gonna finish. But yeah, so we have Tane, we have Ulfhild, we have Akiko, and our next character is Zaida. Zaida is Egyptian in her current life in 2077. She is working for a crime organization. Unfortunately, out of all the girls, she has not the best life. And that kind of plays a key role in it's the seven stars, the Pleiades, but there's that one star that's not as bright as the other stars, and that star was sometimes missing also. So she'll play a key role in that she has a dark past. She has a very very dark past where her family was taken away by government officials. Oh, this is in her current life, by government officials, and she had to fend for herself in this current life, and she had to raise herself. And for her past life, she she is a part of also a nomadic tribe, but they're a nomadic tribe magicians magicians. And then later on she becomes a scribe or a government official in Egypt. So we'll find out more about that in the book. And then for Kehi, her past is a surprise. It's not mentioned in the book, unfortunately. But we're planning to do 3 books, so she'll be featured in the other ones. Yeah, her current life, Kehi, she is fiery. She doesn't listen to a lot of people because she has her own will. And I think that stems from just her family and her parents not being there. Still in Hawaii. She was raised by her grandmother. Both of her parents had to move to the mainland in order to get better opportunities and that they could send back money to her grandma so that she can be raised properly. But because of that, just the lack of parents and, that disdain for them leaving her, she started acting out. So she channeled her anger through causes such as protecting the environment in 2077. Because in 2077 basically everything went wrong, and there not everything went wrong. We have a lot of quote unquote utopias, but under them there's a big disparity between the rich and the poor. While she stayed on an island on one of the last reservations oh, on one of the last reservations on Hawaii. So a lot of these girls are actually living on the last reservations or lands that were not touched by the government, because they want to keep that, but the rest, everything else in the world is industrialized. And she just wanted to keep that, to have the corporations off the land. And so that, right now, I don't want to speak for other people, but right now that's a big issue in Hawaii of them the gentrification of their land, and taking it away from the native Hawaiians. So that's going to be touched upon. There's multiple issues all over the world that are going to be touched upon that are related to each character and each girl. And our goal is to actually bring on people who could speak from their experiences, because we want to provide this platform not for, like, we don't want to speak on for other people because that's very dangerous, but we want other people to have their voices, to give their voices a platform on their own social issues. And for now we're focusing on those 7 girls, and, well, 5 of them, since we only released 5 of them, those 5 girls and their cultures and the issues within their cultures as well.
That is just marvelous. Thank you so much, Dancy, for sharing the story and the characters, yeah, in the story with us. And I am also very curious about your personal story. Would you mind to share with us? Because I we know that the team is composed of, yeah, 5 people, right, including you. You're the co-founder and artist, and also your mother, co-founder
Mhm.
investor, and she invests in your dreams, right? And you also hired in the team. You also got 3 artists and assistant strategists. So I am curious about your personal background. Do you mind to share with us what made you wanted to create such a project with all the stories over here? Because my sister, my little
Mhm.
sister, she's in elementary school,
Aw.
and she also enjoys to to draw stories and to draw characters and to create, and then yeah, she do that on her iPad, right? But you are going to the next step. You make those drawings and you make those 3D creations into NFTs. Do you like to tell us a little bit about yourself? Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thanks, Moonlight. And I appreciate you sharing stuff about your sister. I feel like my family, they just, when your sister is that young, just support her dreams. Don't push her into becoming better. Just make sure it's fun for her. Make sure she, you guys support her, and make sure she takes classes, and be like, you can have this, just have fun. Don't even like hover around her, just let her have fun. That's what my parents did with me, and my mom saw the potential in my work. Actually, I'm only 21 years old. During the pandemic, I was going to school for astrophysics, and then I decided, I want to go into the art industry. So I was in animation school, and then I went to take 3D modeling because we saw that, a lot of people were doing 3D models. Now, right now, not so much, but at that time a lot of people are doing 3D models, and my mom was pushing me, you could 3D model too, and I thought, oh, this is going to be impossible, but yeah, I proved myself otherwise. I learned how to 3D model in a few months, and obviously I have assistance from these great artists, Hitesh and Maria. Go follow them, everyone. I'm not sure if I put their socials on there, but if I didn't, I will now. They're amazing people. I asked them. Hitesh was in charge of the base models. Maria, she was in charge of the assets because, at that time I was still curating the story and I was also creating the concept art. I created all the concept art and I retextured and finalized everything from the base models. I had to sculpt over them again on ZBrush and then created new textures for them on Substance Painter. So everything is has my touch as well from beginning to end. And then they assisted me in the middle, which I'm super grateful for because they're skilled and talented people. And honestly, they deserve the world. I love everyone on my team, and I love my mom. At the core of this project, it's about family. My mom, she supports me in every kind of way. This project is for my family. It's about family. Clearly, since the characters there, we speak of their families and their relationships with their families, the loss of a family, and I just wanted, those stories to be universal because we can all relate to one character or another. I didn't want to make just one base character. I wanted to make multiple main characters. So, some girls can relate to them, some guys can relate to them because a story, especially when it's a picture can say 1,000 words. We're planning to create our comics as well, and there's our book, but then there's going to be a comic, and hopefully we can create that into a series. But for now, we'll be realistic and just stick with a book and a comic and show what we can provide through VR as well, through VR as well. And yeah, well, the how I started this project, actually, well, going back to it, I said I took 3D modeling. We have a relative. He's very big in the NFT space, and he inspired us to get into here. And I just saw the potential in Web3 and NFTs and how that can be such a positive for artists. Well, obviously there's some evil people, but that also started in Web 2, and there were bad people in Web 2, and there's always going to be bad people everywhere until now. And there's just so much more good than bad in Web 3, and we just wanted to be a part of that light and to share our story. Well, also, I kind of relate to some of my characters, Tane being a bookworm, and then Akiko carrying that pressure from her family. That's just some of that stuff was from personal experience as well, because just that will and that drive, seeing the sacrifices of my parents, I just want to give back, and also give back to others and tell them, you're not alone. It's a universal story. Every single one of us, we have our own experiences, and we have our own special circumstances. But at the end of the day, if it helps someone to not feel like they're alone, then they're not alone in their experience. Then I'm happy that I did that for at least one person.
That is just very nice of you sharing the stories about yourself and also with the story, the characters. And I would like to translate the key points to Mandarin Chinese to our audience over here.
Yeah.
所以刚才我们一开始的时候是先听了 Nancy 小姐姐，对，这边真的要叫她小姐姐了，因为她今年才21岁而已，非常非常年轻，非常优秀的一位艺术家呢，也是故事的创作者。刚才他非常非常详尽的介绍了他所创作的这一系列的7位小女生当中的5位，因为还有2位是现在还没有公布的，那包含了 Akiko 这一位日本的角色，那他是一个就是比较非常非常坚强勇敢的，然后大家觉得说他是比较高冷型的，对，所以叫他是一个 Cold Prince。所以我觉得这个真的是非常有个人特色，每一位角色其实都是特色鲜明，然后还有包含说 Tane 是肯尼亚这一边的一位角色，然后他是无私的，对，而且他会为周围的人都带来欢乐，然后以及还有带来各种的一些就是非常非常舒服的一些愉快的一些相处的感觉。对，那其实 Dancy 他是已经有把这故事已经有写成书本了，那还希望接下来还能够再变成动漫，然后甚至再变成一个系列，对，不只是一本书而已，就还有更多的续集可以再出去。那现在当然是已经先写好了一本，那接下来陆陆续续期待他的更多的创作。同时，我也非常非常好奇，就是 Dancy 的他在创作的这个背景啊，他本身除了跟我们介绍故事的这些角色人物的背景之外，他个人的背景，他的经历又是什么样的呢？我相信这应该是大家会非常非常感兴趣的哦。那其实 Dancy 他今年才21岁，非常非常年轻。他在疫情那一阵子就开始对于写故事，然后要把它创作出来，包含了绘画这么很多的一些活动来感到兴趣，所以当时呢他就开始学习了艺术，然后后来他也有去学3D 建模，对，然后还有他就去了一个动画的学校，对，所以也是有科班出身的经验。那同时又加上团队里面还有另外2位专业的艺术家，尤其3D 的艺术家一起来协助，所以真的是很不容易。那我刚才有分享说，我看到这个 Dancy 的这个Seven Creation 这个一系列的故事背景啊，其实也就想到我自己的妹妹，我家的小妹妹，对，现在才小学生的年纪，她也是，我看她放学写完功课之后，很快啊，这个小学生的作业一下子就写完，写完功课她就在那里画画，画画还有听故事，那她自己也写故事，那写完她就拿给我看，那她比方说她万圣节的时候写万圣节故事，然后现在在写这个现在是这个节庆的气氛嘛，对，然后就在写各种跟冬天有关的故事，然后也是很喜欢画来画去。我就想说，这个 Dancy 它其实是走到了更深的、更远的一步了，对不对？一般来讲，大家就是在家里涂涂画画、写一写。那我妹她是画在这个平板电脑上面，然后就用电子稿存下来。然后 Dancy 是就是把它变成了 NFT，还上链了，变成一个链上的资产。对，这接下来呢，还就是也有书了，然后接下来还要再出漫画，然后也许呢还有预计要结合 AR 或 VR 这样的形式，让这些角色呢更加的鲜明的展现在大家的眼前啊，所以真的是更深远的一步走下去呢，也是借助着各种的科技啊，还有这个区块链的技术的发展呢，可以把它放到链上，真的是永流传下去了。对，就是很棒的一个构想，先从个人的创作开始，然后把它变成一个项目。也希望说，其实大家如果对于创作，不管是艺术啊，或是各种其他的一些创作，因为其实艺术的范围很广嘛，不只是绘画或是文学，还有包含音乐啊、摄影啊、舞蹈啊各种各样的，对雕塑之类。如果大家有兴趣的话，也都可以看一看怎么样把它变成一个链上的资产，让它永远的、永恒的就留在链上。像刚才 Dancy 有讲过说，如果你个人或是家里有小朋友对于这一方面的创作感兴趣的话，真是要多多鼓励支持。就像 Dancy 他自己本身，他说这个项目是非常非常有家庭色彩的，因为来自家庭的支持，所以他才这么年轻的可以起来创业，然后自己来建立一个项目。那所以如果我们自己家里面，比方说小弟弟小妹妹啊，或自己的如果有小孩子的话，也是都可以多多来给他们进行支持，这是一个梦想，大家都可以有机会来圆梦。对，真的是非常非常棒，也是听了都很感动啊！今天就是很深度的交流跟分享。And well, Jancy, so yeah, well, I'm glad that we have been talking a lot about the creation of the artwork. And let's see, the next question over here is we already talked about the collection, right? 777, since it's 7 of creation. Also learn about the schedule will be December 21st. So we know the main date and we know the 7 characters, well, 5 of the 7. And also the project core value and updates utilities and vision behind the scenes. Over here, let's see. Okay, I see that the team is giving out 3 spots for free NFTs
Yes.
and for your OG Mint launching on the 21st. Could you please share more details about the information and how could people get the OG role and also how could they uh, get the free spots? Thank you.
Honestly, at this point, just interact with us, comment every day on our Twitter post. Join our Discord, interact in the general chat, interact in the other chats as well. Already the people who have joined early on, we only have a few, but we're very thankful for those few who have been consistently on there, and all of those people are getting free NFTs. So we're giving away 3 free NFTs today. Your names will be written down in the smart contract so that you can receive those NFTs for free. And well, we'll be airdropping those NFTs actually, but once you get those NFTs, you can use those to earn points, earn points on our engagement tool. We're using the Bear tool actually. So you can get points from there, and then you can redeem more points along the way. You can redeem that for NFT prizes, cash prizes, Ethereum prizes, and more. Or you can gamble it away in the Discord casino soon, because the tool has a casino. But yeah, we're if you guys join our Discord, choose we'll choose 3 lucky people to get free NFTs, and the more you engage, you might get a free NFT as well. We have a few more spots for free NFTs, so stay tuned.
That is very nice. Thank you for information with us, and I would like to translate with our audience over here. 那今天呢，Dancy 他其实是有讲说，他们是会有提供3个 NFT 的空投来给到有加入 Discord 并且在 Discord 里面活跃的小伙伴。所以，如果大家有兴趣要拿到 Seven Creation 这个 NFT 的空投的话，请一定记得要加入他们的 Discord server。那我们已经把你的 Discord 链接有贴在我们今天的特空间上方了。稍后我也会再分享到我们的这个我们自己 Audiverse 的 Discord 里面。对，因为我也希望说大家如果感兴趣的话，可以点这个链接加入，然后就有机会跟大家多多交流，就有机会可以获得免费的 NFT 空投。就像我们其实常常在链上进行交互，然后来获得积分一样的。然后在 Seven Creation 这边呢，是可以真实的互动，然后可以来获得这个 ND 的空投，也都是奖励。对，太棒了！然后也再次感谢 Dancy 的分享。Thank you, Dancy, for your time during this past hour. Before we wrap this up, would you like to share any additional information with our audience? Thank you.
Sorry, I turned off my mic. Just for more information and so that people don't get confused, our OG collection, the art has been, we have one picture on our Twitter, but the art is totally separate from our Genesis collection. Obviously, everyone can see our Genesis collection on OpenSea, but the OG collection will be completely different. It's about our gods in the story, creation and destruction, and the elements that came along in the beginning of the universe. Or just like the elements, like, an avatar, fire, earth, air, kind of like that, but not really. But yeah, just so that because we had some people confused about that. So totally separate collections. But if you get the OG collection, you will get a discount our on our on our official Genesis collection, and you will also be earning as you go. You will get more points as you go in our Discord after we implement our engagement tool.
Noted. Yes, I also check out OpenSea as well, and I saw that there's another collection of 5,000. It was created in June this year, right? And that's another beautiful collection as well.
Yes, that's our Genesis collection. That's the the main one, but we just want to create it. We just want to release our NFTs in phases because we want a stronger community, and we would do want to make sure that we sell out this and we succeed, so that we don't fail our community, because everything revolves around the main collection, and we just want to offer something cheaper and more accessible for people, and also offer up free NFTs for more people prior to the main Genesis collection.
Well noted. Let me translate information also to clarify, the differences and the connection between these two collections. 那其实呢，大家如果在 Seven Creation 这个创世七人行这个官方网站的话，可以看到说他们其实已经有一个 OpenSea 的连接，然后那边有另一组 NFT，这个是他们的创世 NFT，跟我们今天在聊的，对，就是21号要上线的叫 OG NFT 是两个不同的系列，虽然都是由来自 Seven Creation 这个团队他们所推出来的，然后他们的用意就是说，希望能够在社区力量更强大的时候，再来把这个创世 MT 再来推出来进行销售，因为所以其实现在虽然是已经放在链上，但是这个是不进行销售的，对，所以大家可以注意一下，说是两个不同的系列，然后风格会比较不一样，因为我看到在 OpenSea 上面的这个创世 MT，他们是更加具有这种比较3D，对，比较趋近于3D，虽然还没有完全的3D 化，就是一个2D 结合3D 的一个画风。对，然后如果说是目前正在我们今天主要在聊的呢，则是这个 OG 系列的 MT 会在12月21号，就差不多在1个星期左右，然后就会正式上线了。那总量是777，相较起来，他们创世 MT 的总量是5000，对，这就是其中的一些差距所在。那如果大家有兴趣参与的话，都欢迎到 Discord 进行交流，说明就有机会可以拿到 MT 的免费的空投喽。再次感谢各位的参与，那我们今天的节目就差不多到这边啦。然后也是同时提醒大家，千万不要忘记了要把我们的这个 Dancy 他们的项目 Seven Creation 关注起来，然后还有加入 Discord。接下来呢，这段时间就来收听轻快的音乐，同时给大家时间关注一下我们的嘉宾，以及关注一下您身边的小伙伴，因为能够一起在特空间聆听，真的都是缘分。So now we would like to save some time for everyone to give the Seven Creation team the project a follow and follow and also join the Discord server. Boxes on Venice for our live audience over there. Yeah, we got a lot of these. Thank you again for your support. The replays will be on the screen. Supporting you again.